Start video number 2. This is the police interrogation. Let's do it.
Now, with 2 suspects behind bars, the search for answers begins.
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the largest suburb of Tulsa and the 4th largest city in the state, isn't a city that harbors much violent crime. With a murder rate of 4.71 in 2015, homicides are an exceedingly rare occurrence, especially compared to other locations in the state. At around 11:30 p.m. on July 22, 2015, all hell broke loose. Broken Arrow police were alerted to 709 Magnolia Court by a 911 phone call made by 12-year-old Daniel Beaver, who stated his brother was attacking the family. Screaming, commotion, and a male voice were heard in the background before the line went dead.
Air 911. Broken Arrow 911. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, where are you at?
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma 7411.
What address?
709 Magnolia Court.
Okay. Are you the only one there?
No, my brother's attacking my family.
Your dad is attacking your family?
No, my brother. He has an idea stealing me. Oh, millions of people died.
Okay, who's attacking your family?
What?
Who's attacking your family?
Yes.
Who is it? Do they have...
I'll call them.
Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, what's going on there?
Dispatchers tracked the address by searching the number, and after a failed attempt to call David Beaver.
Jesus. Wow, that was a lot worse than the shorter version that we heard in the previous video. Whew. That was intense. I'm gonna give it a minute there, a few seconds before we continue on. That it rattled me. Yeah, Keo, that was... Whoa. It's crazy how... Yeah, just... Alright. Moving on. I'm recuperated.
The father dispatched officers to the scene. 5 members of the Beaver family were killed in the attack. 2 members survived. 2-year-old Autumn Beaver, who was unharmed, and 13-year-old Crystal. Crystal Beaver would later identify 2 of her older brothers, 18-year-old Robert Beaver and 16-year-old Michael Beaver, as the assailants. This is the interrogation of Michael Beaver.
You know, that's a really good way to describe the true crime community in a way, like morbid, Morbid Curiosity. That's insane, because if you really think about it, the true crime murder mystery, if you really want to get real about it, it's a little bit morbid to watch and rewatch cases of things that happen to people, and but incredibly, it's a fascinating topic. Like, there's so many true crime communities, and there's so many people that do podcasts about it. But I think that this channel this video that we're watching from this channel, they're called Morbid Curiosity. I think that's a very interesting name for these type of videos, and for like the true crime community in general. What do you guys think in chat? But I think that's my opinion. It's exactly correct. Moving on.
I'll read some stuff to you. It makes it legal for us to talk to you, okay?
The Beaver family lived a quiet life and kept to themselves. Neighbors said that they were somewhat reclusive and that the children only played in their backyard.
It says Michael is being read his Miranda rights.
They tended to stay away from social gatherings in the neighborhood, and it seemed like the parents wanted to protect the children from the outside world. Unfortunately, the Beaver parents would not be able to protect Michael from this interrogation because he and his brother Robert had killed them just hours before. During his interview, Michael will jump around the timeline of events, but the detective will try to keep everything chronological, as will I. It's worth noting that Michael has a speech impediment known as rhoticism, which makes him difficult to understand at times.
Well, man, I'm just kind of got thrown into this, so I was hoping maybe you could kind of just go back at the beginning when all this started and kind of tell me what happened, because I need kind of the details so we know and understand what you went through and stuff.
Okay, so like the very start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Is when we first really started talking.
So when you say we, who are you talking about?
Me and my other brother is also.
Your brother?
Yeah, who's he has to do with me.
And what's his name?
Robert Beaver.
Robert? Okay. And how old is he?
18.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
A couple months ago, I think it actually started this year, we started talking about voodoo and rampage and stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't take it seriously at first, but then he started buying like a body armor and stuff.
Where did he buy body armor from?
eBay and Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, legal.
Does he have a job?
He did at Mike Tech. He quit at the start of the year.
Michael's brother, Robert, had a job working at a Christian call center where he would pray with callers. This job would give Robert the income he needed to start executing his sick fantasy. He ordered 2 sets of body armor, one for him and one for Michael, and the brothers began collecting knives.
Wait, what? That, I mean, obviously, that's a fact, that's something that Mike didn't mention in the other video, so we're going to be getting glimpses, I guess, of some good facts and stuff about them, and, well, I guess not facts, but, like, just, like, tidbits about them and stuff. Yeah, my man, he worked at a Christian prayer call center where people would call in for prayer, and with that money was the money that he used to buy the body armor and the 3,000 rounds of ammo that he was planning on using together with his brother to run around the state and like murk people. This case, up until this point, does not cease to surprise me at all. And with every little detail that we find out about the case, my stomach just turns a little bit more because it's pretty horrible. I don't know if you guys can notice at times when you can see the interrogator's face, and you can see it's that displeasure and uncomfortness that goes with having to deal with cases like this. And this, my personal opinion, I think that leaves some type of scars on them. It's baggage that accumulates. I mean, they may not take it like personal or anything, or take it to heart, but I mean, when you hear things like this every single day, and it's your job, I don't know. I hope this interrogator has ways of de-stressing and releasing all that negativity that he has to continuously hear, and is able to, I don't know, have a hobby. Maybe he likes to cook or something. Who knows? Maybe this dude is like, he's stone cold in that sense, but yeah, that's so crazy that these interrogators have to go through this like every single day. I mean, it's a job. It has to be done, but wow, crazy. All right, I'll press play.
Their 13-year-old sister, Crystal, who had survived the attack, told their parents about what the pair was doing, but they dismissed it as normal adolescent male behavior.
And basically, it just kept escalating. He kept getting ruined, and he asked if I wanted any, and I said yes, so he got me my own set.
Okay.
And then about a month, about like June 30th, is when he came to me and said he found out that he can legally buy guns without permit in Oklahoma, that he could.
While some of their preparations were basically open knowledge, there were others that no one but them were aware of. When Robert turned 18, he found out that he was able to purchase guns and ammunition. After Robert's first order, there was no turning back.
Okay.
And that's when he started planning. And
now you said he bought body armor, but you kind of said like a bunch of stuff. Did he buy? What else did he buy besides body armor?
Besides body armor, knives, and he was in the middle of buying guns and ammunition.
I see. Okay. Where did he buy the knives from?
eBay too.
Okay. Can you tell me like how many knives or what they look like or anything like that?
I think he had about 3 normal knives and then 1 small kit in packs.
Okay. And then the guns. Where did he start buying guns from?
He bought them online. I think the website's like Bud's Gun Shop, and he bought 2 Glocks, 2 Glock 41s, and a shotgun. I forget, it's like a Moss Boot, I think. Bought the Glock stuff with the website called Bud's Gun Shop, I think.
Okay.
And he bought the Moss Boot off of the official website, and then had them shipped to like the Okinawa gun club. So they're actually right now waiting for him.
At some point before the events of July 22nd, a gun store employee called Robert to let him know that a shotgun and 2 Glock pistols he had ordered were ready for pickup. Robert and Michael had already devised a plan. The day after the killings, they would pick up the firearms, and that same day, a massive delivery of ammunition would be delivered to the Beaver home. They would then take the family's maroon GMC Yukon and begin their homicidal tour of the country.
So they were shipped to
a gun shop.
Here in Broken Arrow?
Yep.
Okay.
And
where is that gun shop, do you know?
He said 7 miles away. He was planning on biking up.
Okay.
It's like, and I think it's nice to get more. It's like the Okinawa gun shop.
Okay.
Or something. And then he bought, I think it was like 250 shotgun rounds.
Okay.
On eBay. Not eBay, but
on some website.
And then I think he bought close to 1,000 rounds for the Glocks.
Wow, okay.
And
but he's still... Oh, so he was supposed to have to pick those up.
Yeah, he was supposed to pick them up today.
And where was he supposed to pick those?
The ammunition, it was being shipped to the house. The guns would be open out gun shop.
Okay. Do you know what his eBay user was? No. Okay. I just didn't know if you'd ever been on eBay and shopped or anything.
Well, I used to a long time ago, and not like, novelty stuff.
Right.
So then how, so he was buying weapons because you guys had talked about murdering.
Yeah, and he started planning it.
Okay.
And I went along with it because I didn't see the way I thought I would want to do it. I very quickly learned tonight that I didn't.
Okay, that you didn't want to do it?
I don't want to do it. I didn't, just because I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
I stabbed someone.
Who did you stab?
My younger brother, Christopher.
Christopher? How old was Christopher?
9, I think.
What did you stab him with?
My knife.
What's your knife look like?
It's green, kind of like camouflage on it, so
on where your hand goes or where the blade is? It's camouflage?
Yeah, it's all camouflage.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
How big is it? Show me how big it is.
I think it's about this big.
Okay. So what was Christopher doing when you stabbed him?
He was laying on the bathroom floor. Robert was also stabbing him. Robert asked me to go over and help him. So I stabbed Christopher and then...
Where did you stab him?
Side of the neck.
Really? Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
You okay? Let me know if you need a break or anything, okay? So, was Christopher still alive when you stabbed him?
Yes.
What was he saying and doing?
He was just screaming.
Did you say he was in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was next to the toilet, with that bathroom.
Who else was in the bathroom?
I think Victoria might have been in there. About
Victoria?
Yeah, my 4-year-old sister.
4-year-old, okay. I want to talk about that more, but we got to try to kind of stay like chronologically, if you know what I mean. So let's go back real quick. We talked about the ammunition being delivered, making plans. Tell me more about making plans and what you guys talked
Up until this point, I get more emotions and feelings from the interrogator than the person being interrogated. It's even the description of how he stabbed his brother was done in such a calm, cold manner. I mean, he didn't even think about like doing like crocodile tears. I mean, he couldn't even be bothered to even shed that at some point. And this is the he has the audacity, him and his brother, to both plead not guilty. I mean, you just have to watch this video. Obviously, we know what happens, but if you would go into this case just not knowing anything, and you would just base it solely off of the attitude and the demeanor of this human being right here, yeah, he's guilty. He'd have that sticker slapped on his forehead so quick, pat, guilty. Because his manner, it's just everything is the way he talks, the way he tells a story. It's very cold-blooded. It's extremely cold-blooded. Like, he didn't give two shits when he described what he did to his brother. It's crazy. We've watched body language videos before. Normally they have they're more towards that, describing like the way they move and whatnot, but this dude is so emotionless that even his voice, just like hearing him, like you don't even have to see the actual video, you can just hear him, and you can tell that there's a screw that's not in there correctly. Like something's terribly wrong with this person. Just by the sound of his voice, just by the way he describes what he did. So yeah. Unbelievable. Very believable. Very believable. I feel horrible for the victims, and having to hear how everything happened is just, jeez. It's gut-wrenching.
We plotted every night, and I started realizing we were actually going to do this thing on the second night, and so I started getting ready.
When was that? You second night? Where you?
July 1st.
Okay.
Because we started June 30th.
That's when you started making the plan?
Yeah, that's when we found out you could buy guns legally.
I see. Did you guys make drawings or write things down? Or
I think he had a journal. Basically, I think he's had his down. I think it's under his bed.
Under his bed?
Check there.
Is it like a journal, like a notepad, or like a book?
It's like a blank book.
Okay.
A black book. I think it's like a little case or something.
So you think he wrote stuff in there?
Yeah, I think he was planning it.
Robert had kept a notebook under his bed where he detailed their plan, plotting out exactly how everyone would be killed. Michael would take a small crossbow to quietly execute his father while he slept, and then they would go room by room to kill each member of their family with a knife. Michael would state in his confession, quote, "The plan was to first, at around 12 a.m., to put on our gear, and Robert would